What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be talking about what we can come to expect with this year's finest program. Of course, we already know how cards are going to be introduced. We're going to have 47 brand new finest cards, but I want to talk about how we should expect that we're going to be able to get them. How are they going to go about releasing the program? Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, definitely would help me out a ton, as well as subscribing if you guys are new to the channel. Always going to be coming out with these MLB 19 videos, so thank you guys so much for the support so far this year. Quickly want to point out to you guys that they will be having a live stream revealing the first ones of these cards, and that is going to be on the 9th, which is going to be on Wednesday. There's going to be an SDS live stream, twitch.tv/Sony San Diego Studio. That is going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central, and 3 Pacific, and they're going to be revealing 10 of the fan voted finest players. Of course, there's going to be 30 in total fan voted players. Fan voting is now closed. I'm not entirely sure what else they're going to show in that live stream. If you are not aware, this is going to release middle of October is when they are giving us the tentative date, as you guys can see. Note that late October is when the 9th inning program is going to be released, so if you check this out in 24 days, that is pretty much going to be on the 31st, so that's gonna be on Halloween, more or less on a Tuesday, which I really do not like them doing, like, programs on Tuesdays, middle of the week. I just don't think it's a good look, especially when a lot of people are in school, a lot of people are at work. Doesn't give them a great time to go ahead and grind, but hey, that's the way that they're gonna do it. So I would imagine, assuming that this would come out on a Friday like a usual update, I don't think this would come out this week. I think it would most likely be next week. I would probably say for middle of October as the release date. On the 18th, I'm looking for finest cards to be released. That is about what I would surmise. I don't think they're going to come out with it this week, but I assume they would also show off the new content that we are going to see for the 8th inning program moments, which I'm going to make a separate video on that. Very interesting stuff regarding these postseason moments. That video is probably going to be coming out tomorrow, but as far as the finest program goes, last year, of course, we saw a lot less players. You know, we pretty much had just the 17 or so that we get that aren't for fan voting. We got 30 brand new cards that we didn't get last year, so that is a big plus. Of course, the biggest thing that there is to talk about is what overalls are these cards going to be. So, of course, if you remember back to last year, the lowest overall at one of the finest cards was a 93 for JT Realmuto, and I think Aaron Nola was also a 93. I think Lorenzo Cain was there too, but 93 overall was the lowest, and the highest that we did get was 98 overall. That was with Mookie Betts, Christian Yelich. I think Jacob deGrom got a 98, and I think there was one more. Edwin Diaz got a 98 as well. And what are the finest cards overalls going to be this year? Of course, we do not know for sure, but I'm going to guess pretty damn high. I'm going to be very disappointed if we do not have high overalls for that. I'm pretty sure that we did not see monthly award cards get up to like a 92 overall, as we saw these regular base ones were right here. And I'm talking about for MLB 18 and MLB 19. I know we got some higher overalls back in MLB 17, but this is an entirely new overall system, so you cannot exactly compare the two with that. So I would imagine, being that these are a 92, that would probably mean if we're going to get more live era content, and technically the highest live era content that we did get that is pullable from a pack was the home run derby players, and that is being Pete Alonso, if I can find it in the all-star right here, or Shane Bieber, my bad. So Justin Bieber and Pete Alonso, 96 and 97 overall. I would guess the lowest we're really going to see is probably going to be around a 93 as well, again, because you have to remember that they are introducing cards for each of the 30 teams, and it is still fan voting, so it is 1 out of 3 options that they did choose, if you are not aware of that. For each team, they gave 3 possible options. They weren't necessarily the best players from each team. For example, I know like the Dodgers didn't have Cody Bellinger because he's likely going to get a finest card, so they kind of left those guys out. There's 17 locks, 17 locks, and then 30 that were voted on. But if you think about a team like the Tigers, I don't really think you could argue the fact that they deserve like a 96 overall card. I think they're going to be 90 plus all for sure guaranteed. I really find it hard to believe that they give somebody lower than a 90 for a finest, but at the same point, it is feasible if you really consider, like I know Spencer Turnbull is an option and he's a 71 overall. How do you make a plus 22 overall Spencer Turnbull? It'd be pretty difficult, but we're gonna have to see how they do that. I would imagine we are gonna see 99 overall finest players this year, because if you do think about it, Cody Bellinger is definitely going to be a lock, and he already has a 95 overall card. Giving him a plus 2 to a 97 doesn't make sense. I would imagine a 99, and overalls really should be inflated if you consider the fact of how many great players that we have on the market this year. And once again, why I reiterate how disappointed I and most people would be if we do not get that high of players, because we now have over 2 full pages of 99 overall cards in the game, and you have to even go 6 full pages before you even get to 94 overalls. You can tell we have so many great cards on the market. A lot of them do not go for that much. If you think about, like, this Pete Alonso goes for 7,000. You can put a buy order in and get this card for basically quick sell value, a card with maxed out power. So there's tons of great cards. I would imagine these would be high overalls that we're going to see. Now I want to talk a bit about how we're going to be able to get these cards. Once again, last year they oriented things a lot more based on programs. This year we technically only have 8 programs and everything else just is a collection, whereas last year we had the position programs, career arcs, immortal programs. Everything was program based. This year, I would imagine it's going to be a type of collection. Once again, we've been seeing collections for most things. Honus Wagner's a collection, to get a voucher's a collection. All these are based upon collections. I think what they're going to do is they're going to have something similar to last year, and maybe they're going to have one top finest player. I don't really know who they would make that. Maybe that's where they're going to put like a 99 Mike Trout, because he's not within the Angel voting. It's a debate. Is he going to get a signature, or are they going to give him a finest? Of course, he's not even guaranteed to win MVP. I think Bregman definitely has a really good chance of winning that award as well, considering how much time Trout missed. I think he missed like 40 games. So it's a definitely possibility that Bregman could win the MVP, but I would not be surprised if there's some sort of collection. I'm definitely positive in the fact that we are going to have some moments to play for the finest. I'm hoping that we have a good amount, that there's going to be multiple packs that you're able to get. I think it'll likely be very similar to the monthly award programs in the fact that you're able to get a pack, which I don't know if it'll be sellable. I really hope so, because once again, if some of these cards are like a 90 overall, I don't see them going for that much. I do think they are going to have moments in the game. That's pretty obvious. They've been doing that for literally everything. Moments basically replaced all the abundance of programs that we had last year. So I do think they are going to be program oriented, where you're going to be able to use finest cards and go against finest cards, and you're going to be able to work down. You're going to get other loot such as stubs, XP, whatnot, some standard packs most likely, and then you're going to get a guaranteed finest player pack, and there you're going to be able to sell it or not sell it. I don't really know what they're going to do. I would imagine they're probably going to make it sellable, because they pretty much have all the other packs at this point sellable within the game. If you think about the signature teams and whatnot, of course, they're definitely going to have a pack within the store. The big debate is how much is it going to be. Last year, it was quite expensive for a non-guaranteed finest player pack. Of course, it was a much higher odds to get a finest player. Well, we don't technically know what the odds were because they did not reveal them last year, but it was obviously a higher odds to pull a finest player as compared to other packs. So I'd imagine they're going to do something very similar to the Signature Series pack in the store right now, where I do think it's going to be guaranteed, because I think they've kind of realized, even if it's more expensive, if you're guaranteed to get something that's instant and guaranteed gratification, even if you think about in the fact that some of these cards now within this Signature Series pack do not go for a whole lot. If you just go ahead and see who's in the pack, this Ozzie Smith or this Keith Hernandez, 98 overall, it looks great. You know, damn, that's a pretty good card. He goes for like 7,000 stubs. So, you know, at least you see with your eyes that, hey, that's a 98 overall card. You see with your eyes, not with your mind, in the fact that it doesn't go for a lot. And that's something I think they kind of pulled out of like EA's book, where Elite, which is red, which looks good, is an 80 overall. So I do think they're going to do something similar. Is it going to be 35,000 stubs? I doubt it. I think it's going to be more so 20 to 25,000 for a guaranteed finest player. And then they're probably going to do it on tiers once again, where they're going to have a base tier, a mid tier, and a rare tier, where you're guaranteed to get a finest diamond player. It's probably just going to be a one player pack, just like this once again, and just like the monthly award packs, because for all of these choice packs they have been doing tiers, which I'm fine with. I think that's a good idea how they've been doing it. Once again, guaranteed to get something you actually are going to want or need for it, and I think that's how it's going to work out. They're probably going to be they're definitely going to be limited rather. So I'm imagining 25,000 stubs for a guaranteed finest player, and they're going to be tier based once again. So you're guaranteed one of the lower teams, probably like a Spencer Turnbull, or no, it's probably going to be Matt Boyd actually for the Tigers. He's probably going to be the one who gets it. So you're going to be guaranteed one of those. Possibly could get a really good card. There's more than likely going to be some sort of collection to get something within there, because I remember last year there was a collection and you ended up getting a Josh Hader within there, and there's going to be more ways to get those packs, like I said in previous videos. Like I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty confident they're going to start inserting these within the programs. We know we're at least having the 9th inning program, and they've all but literally physically confirmed that we are going to get past that late October. Anybody that recognizes the content cycle for MLB The Show, they usually go past Christmas, or at least to Christmas. There's still plenty of time within there. We're most likely going to see you know, a 10th inning program and 11th inning program, where it's another opportunity for them to deliver finest player packs. So that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video, really what we can expect. Like I said, the first 10 players are going to be revealed on Wednesday, so make sure to check that out. I'll probably be posting a video about it, so if you don't want to check out the live stream, or if you have school work or whatever, I will have a video up after that. Let me know down below in the comment section realistically what you're hoping as far as the overalls go for these players. What's the lowest you want to see them? Obviously, you know, 99 is the highest we want to see them, unless they're going to go even higher than that. But, you know, I do think at least a 90 overall. Anything lower than that is a bit like, really, what's the point? You know, if I was a Tigers fan, and I could actually talk a little smack now as a Rays fan, because I should be able to expect a pretty damn good Rays card, like for an Austin Meadows, who had a good season, OPS above 900. He better get like a 94, 95 overall card, damn it. But, you know, if they give us like a 85, you know, like an 87 Matt Boyd, it's like, really, I could have done without that. So I'm assuming at least a 90. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and what are you guys expecting out of the finest program coming in the middle of October. Let me leave a like down below on this video if you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes Zodi.